earn your kills, no matter where it's at.
Well, definitely. I've only called a couple of races so far, and so far I've yet to see a Metal Slime kill. We are underway at the start of Tentacle Castle, and we have the red ghost from Pac-Man on FearonBurgundy's side, Blinky. So we're going to find out what we have in the first couple of chests. We've got the Fighter's Ring, that's +2 attack power, and a torch.
All right, so there you go. One possible free kill and a little boost to your strength. So, Fighter's Ring, the whole seed is good. Just that little extra 2 attack power doesn't sound like much, but it always adds up. Also note the ghost's eyes, the Pac-Man ghosts, they move your movements. So if you're in a cave, bombing through a cave, the eyes actually kind of help you.
Red slime off the bat for FearonBurgundy and gets the first 2 experience points of the match.
So Tristal was trying to check that cave for me a freebie. No luck.
There's a Magician. No spells we start with, and we're going to try to attack, and might have a shot here. FearonBurgundy can win the race. Magicians have 9 to 12 HP. I think he's got a pretty good chance here.
Yeah, good chance in the baseline. Plus he has a torch, which does this. And in our randomized thanks to McGrew, torch is variable to damage in combat.
That'll be
Plus
level
2. Get level 2, and holy cow!
Now let's take a look here. Yeah, 9 power, very good. 7 speed, 10 extra HP, 33 magic points. Holy Toledo!
Well, no spells yet, but when you got them, you'll be able to cast them.
Troll Magi, and boy, do they hit hard. That'll send FearonBurgundy.
Yeah, Ferran trying to sneak past the sneak that cave, trying to find something. Have no luck there.
Tristal does move up to level 2 himself. Level 3 gets Radiant, so he actually leveled up twice in that one. He's able to get to the 17 experience points, so there we go.
Yeah, Ferran right behind, also getting Radiant, which means the cave might be in play. Though Ferran might avoid that, given that the monsters in there can kill you in one shot. So maybe not now though.
17 speed, 38 HP bonus. Holy smokes, and 11 magic points. Wow, and only 1 more experience point for FearonBurgundy. Or wait, 17 experience points, excuse me.
Alright, so we'll see. These might be those level 5 seeds. We'll see how this goes. But let's stats keep jumping up. Things look good for the future. Level 4 on both sides.
Right you are. Let's take a look at the power. A 2 power, 4 speed, 12 more HP, and 1 more magic point, but no more spells.
No spells yet. Tristal trying to die in the swamp. Night Drake cuts him off the pass. Ferran heads to the cave, casts Radiant, finds the mountain cave. So free treasure coming up. No, wait. I apologize. This is Garen's grave.
So not so free when we've got wizards, and that will send FearonBurgundy back to the castle. Tristal also getting sent back to the castle as well.
We'll see if Ferran keeps digging that cave, because with all his hit points, you may run away once or twice and get those 3 chests up top. You find a magic key, you're in business.
Scorpions have stop spell, but that's not really going to do much. Takes down the Scorpion, does Tristal, and FearonBurgundy runs into a ghost. Gets a crit, excellent move, takes him down. Looking for 82 points for level 5.
You see now the levels, it's fast experience points, the levels still start spacing out pretty far now. So if you're hitting enemies at level 0, the zone 0 enemies, you're fighting quite a few enemies, you get levels up now. And they're getting scared now. As Ferran gets stronger, enemies run away.
Tristal just 10 more experience points. He finds a dead end. Just a narrow strip of forest there, a Magic Drakey. This will give him the experience points for level 5 if Tristal can hold on. With as many HP as he's got, that's going to be no problem. And here it comes, level 5. Let's see what he gets. 4 power, 7 speed, 12 more HP, 7 more points, but still no more spells, Seawolf.
Our players are balls of potential. They're waiting for a spell or a sword or something fantastic, and they'll be ready to rock. They have tons of hit points, tons of magic points, stats to climb up to crazy. Just need gear or need a way to break through.
Looks like the grind is going to continue for both players. Tristal going to be on his way trying to get to level 6. Need 165 points to do so. Truant for FearonBurgundy, 14 points. Takes him up to 74. Just needs 8 more points and he'll be at level 5 himself.
Fron definitely tend to grind down those in the desert here, try to get the higher encounter rates, more monsters per step. Yeah, look, Tristal has not seen the inside Mountain Cave, popped in, saw darkness, and took off and ran away. Fran's tried to walk in there a few times, he's gotten murdered for his troubles. We'll see if he goes back now. Also, with 56 agility, Fron may stand a chance to escape these monsters. Druid Lord and Wizard might let them pass, just from running away.
So FearonBurgundy going to go back into the grave, is able to get to the chest with no encounters. We have an herb, another herb, and some gold, 659 pieces.
Yeah, Mountain Cave's kind of a bust. But hey, look, still Blazer Seed.
Able to escape from the Droll Magi.
Unfortunately, yeah, those items unfortunately don't let you do anything extra in the game right now. You need a town for the gold to work. Herbs nice though. Herbs will get you some walking power. And we're seeing the map here, the very top of the world here, that flat line across the top. We're at the edge of the map northwise. So our races are forced to go south, it seems.
There is level 6 now for Tristal. What do we get? 11 power, 3 speed, 1 more hit point, 2 more magic points, a new spell. We have 2 new spells, Stop Spell and Hurt More.
Alright, bad day to be a monster, because Hurt More's in the field at level 6. Strength's still climbing like crazy. And, yeah, you're going to see some damage here. Tristal may stay in his cave and kill some monsters just to gain levels really fast now.
Those are some great spells, especially if we have some enemies that love to cast Sleep or Heal More. So using that Stop Spell can be very useful, unless, of course, you run into an enemy that's quite resistant of the Stop Spell.
You just cast Hurt More and blow him up. Basically,
Absolutely.
3/4 of the staff dies when shot from that spell. So, Hurt More is a real big boost. Weapons are not being found, no towns yet. Don't matter much, but you can wave your hand, spend 5 magic points, and blow up half the enemies in the field. And yes, as Bishop mentioned in chat, our butt-naked heroes at level 5, just on raw stats, are defense-breaking warlocks. So mid-tier enemies are starting to do like the lower tier of damage to our heroes because they're just so fast.
This warlock here, should FearonBurgundy take him down, will get him level 6 as well, and the Stop Spell and Hurt More, and he does just that.
Crystal finds Mountain Cave. Actual Mountain Cave this time, I said it right. So again, a few free chests, 1 on the top, and you have 5 down below. With Hurt More, it shouldn't be a problem to find them.
Another herb. We've seen 3 herbs in chests so far.
Open chest, put in mouth.
FearonBurgundy is able to one-shot the wolf with his Hurt More spell and picks up a nice healthy 40 experience points on his way to level 7, 337 points required. Next 2 chest wings, that'll send us to the exit if need be, and another magic key.
The wings work outside though. The wings are for return to the castle, but the magic key is a big deal. Because now if you have gold, you can go back to the castle, buy more keys, and then have keys for the seed.
Correct, yes.
And again, Hurt More won't work on wizards too well, because wizards resist the spell. But Fron and Tristal are so fast, it doesn't matter. You just run away.
Hurt More for the Druid Lord. That's 58 fast points there for Tristal. Now a Droll Magi. That'll be 58 points for FearonBurgundy.
Last chest being fairy water for Tristal, so again, the cave has the key. The magical key is a huge boost. Tristal's about mid to head, I'd say.
Here comes level 7 now for Tristal. Let's see if we get any good spells. 10 power, 7 speed, no more HP on either your life or magic, and no more spells. So still stuck with 3.
I mean, plus 10 attack power is ridiculous.
Yeah, the power has definitely been high in this seed early on. But yeah, no weapons, no spells. I mean, yes, we do have Hurt More, but only 3 out of the 10 spells so far.
We'll have keys soon, so go back to the castle, see what's in the treasury, make it ready for gold grind, find a town nearby. See what's below the castle. Could be a swamp cave, could be a freebie cave, could be the jerk or staff cave. give it back Garanham. You never know.
FearonBurgundy got some fairy water in that chest, and we'll see what Tristal has in mind with the magic keys. Looks like he is going to check things out.
Ferron dying in the cave. Actually, same experience points. Ferron has caught up in experience for to Tristal. They're both at 380. Actually, the same. So both the races are basically in the same place, same stuff, and the same plan. Literally 10-second difference between Tristal and Ferron right now.
You gotta love that, Seawolf. It's early on, but 10 minutes in, it is pretty much neck and neck. So check the staircase to find. Let's find out what cave it's going to be.
We're Swamp South.
Tristal wants no part of it.
This is where I figures I'll check the treasury first before I go down here. We'll see if Ferron does the same. Yeah, the dream goal could be the back door from that into Garanham and having a free gold grind available if possible.
Ooh, a weapon, a hand axe.
Nope, Curse Belt. We're at the glitch.
That's
Crystal
right.
has a grind going on. Crystal has more belts though. 2 belts in the treasury. Fairy water, I believe.
Wow.
And Urger's sword, which might check your stats. I think that has to be Urger's sword. Yes, so legit sword.
It is. Erdrick's sword, it's indeed the real McCoy. No tricks here.
Alright, so 2 core sets meaning that 2 spots in Overworld have things of importance. So the Hawk's Nest spot, the Coal spot, and the Map spot can all have important details there. We know for sure 2 of them are out there. Yes, the sword is real. McGrew worked very hard to program to make sure the sword, if you accidentally found a Urger's sword or Urger's armor in a chest, it's not a glitch. It's actually the real deal. So we have 90 tap power. We're knocking on the door of the Dragon Lord's baseline.
Uh-oh, but we've got the fun police, and Tristal's able to escape.
Yeah, again, the obnoxious speed of this not just like time speed, like actual speed. The agility is outrageous. And it's still in the dragon's favor, but being able to attempt to run from a red dragon at level 7 and get away, that's pretty insane.
Looks like Ferron is making the same play to Swamp South.
Yeah, Ferron might actually. She's going here. Tristal actually going to see the princess. She's using this grind tile. I have hurt more. I have a giant sword. I have 90 tap power. Who dares stand on my way here? Axe Knight, the best grind.
Yeah, that's definitely a great grind because they can be one shot easily with the Hurt More spell, and they give 130 experience points and 165 gold. Let's take a look at the power. 9, 3 more HP, 1 magic point, new spell. We don't know what we've learned just yet, but there it is.
Wow. Okay, so yeah, Tristal's like, screw it. I have endgame stats. I'm gonna do a grind right now. Why not?
Yep, got the return spell. So that pretty much supersedes the wings that we just saw earlier. And Ferron has discovered Sharlock.
Yep, so right outside the Swamp Cave, the Big C, looking to the south. However, Tristal is going to gain tons of experience points and levels. While Ferron explores, unless Ferron finds it all in sequence, comes back and grinds very quickly. Tristan's going to take probably a eternal experience point lead in this race.
Level 9 is 1 power, HP, 29 HP, and 15 magic points. My goodness.
Yeah, this is just... this is... What can I compare this to? You're playing Final Tactics, the game's like grind, you're slogging through, and suddenly Orlando shows up. It says, hey, I do 400 damage to everything every turn.
Well, as I like to say, Seawolf, it's not how a seed starts. As we can see, Demon Knights have DL2 breath. It's not how a seed starts. FearonBurgundy telling us exactly what he thinks about that DL2 Demon Knight right there.
Ooh, messy.
But it's not, not how a seed starts, Seawolf. It's how it finishes.
I can guess how the seed ends. No. Many small dragon fillets, brain scales for the kitties. Postcards. No. I went to Sherlock and only got was his last t-shirt.
And Tristal already leveling up to level 10. The next level is going to be 2,175 points. That was the end of his MP, so Axe Knight will send him back to start.
You mentioned again, level 10. Oh, by the way, 10 more power. Just, no, we're doing 2 to 5 the Dragonlord right now. Like, we're hurting the Dragonlord level 10. If they keep getting 10, 10, 10 every level, yeah, 13, 14 could be go mode. Like, just done.
Yeah, and if we can find everything quickly, see, well, if this potentially has sub-hour written all over this seed.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, the real deal is agility 75 in green, hit points 122 green, MP barely on the borderline there. I think if you find obviously the armor and decent large shield, we might be getting triples with this hit point total by the time done. So 3 swings of yours to 1 Dragonlord swing for you to heal. Really outrageous damage.
Unfortunately, the Fun Police having fun with Tristal, and 3 failed attempts at running away will send him back to the castle. Now, the numbers that you see that are in orange means you are close to being ready to making a dive at Charlock based on that particular statistic. The ones that are in green mean you are ready to go. So we already have enough agility and we already have enough HP, but our strength and our attack power, we still need more, plus our defense not looking good at the moment.
The defense is not only give us we're naked. We have incredible agility. The fact that Tristal natively 37 defense power by walking around with the Fig Leaf on. The agility is insane. I've never seen it so high so fast.
Oh, let's see if FearonBurgundy. Well, he gets ambushed by a red dragon, so, and he's not able to escape either. Tristal does get lucky, but FearonBurgundy does not. He'll be sent back to start, and once again, well, we were doing commentary last night, FearonBurgundy and myself, and we saw what the Fun Police can do, and FearonBurgundy is not having very much fun with the Fun Police, Seawolf.
Yep, Tristal's needed pass once more. Grinding again. So Fron doing his best Cubert impersonation.
Yeah, he was going
to Cubert impersonation.
Yeah, and I can see what FearonBurgundy's doing. Looks like he's going to try to do the same grind that Tristal's doing. It's just he's had a little bit more bad luck getting to that spike tile, as Tristal's back into that spike tile, looking to get to 2,175 points. And, uh-oh, here comes another red dragon. And again, the Fun Police. Oh, my goodness. As I like to say, the RNG likes to favor the favorites, and, Tristal is the higher seed amongst our 2 contestants tonight. And once again, 3 strikes and FearonBurgundy is out. Back to start he goes again.
Yeah, unfortunately, having dragons is scary. Once you're on that spot, you're pretty much safe. You're basically constantly doing counters. But there's a chance you walk off and get that dragon one shot. But typically, once you get there, you're safe. Fron deciding that's enough being burned to death. Let's go elsewhere. Which is unfortunate because the grind is right there waiting.
Yeah, it is very unfortunate indeed, but sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. And Tristal getting an encounter away from the spike tile, but lucky it's just a Droll is able to one-shot it with ease. Next Axe Knight will give level 11. It is an ambush, and just barely had enough HP. The Hurtmore lands will get level 11 here.
All right, let's see what level 11 brings. Only 5 power this time.
7 more HP. A new spell, though, which is Heal.
Plain old Heal. Just in time to... No. If you really want to keep the grind going, you can.
That'll work just fine.
Yeah, Fron to be down... Ugh. Like, Fron down, 10 minutes of grind now. Fron is losing experience points, hemorrhaging experience points differential here. It's terrible.
Yeah, that may be true, but we saw this game happen last night, where we had a big disparage in experience points, but it's going to come down to maybe who finds everything first. I mean, if FearonBurgundy does his exploration, is able to find everything very, very fast, Tristal doesn't make the right turns, anything could still happen. It's still anybody's game. But yeah, FearonBurgundy is definitely in an experience hole early on.
Alright, Fron getting level 9 off that little Maggie Drakey. And also notice in the map, the Fron walked to the east, he came across a really flat coast as well. So the castle is basically in the northeast extreme corner.
Tristal is now out of magic points, so won't be able to get to level 12 just yet.
Explore a bit. You can see what's on the side of this cave.
We got a green dragon. Might have a shot at Well, it does have DL2 breath, but is able to two-shot it, and this will indeed be level 12 for Tristal, just in the nick of time. Let's see what we get on this one. 3 speed, no power, 5 HP, 18 more magic points, and we've learned Repel and Sleep.
So Repel is good for exploration. So once Tristal actually begins exploring, Repel will let that be a free walk, whereas Franz getting fights every 5-10 steps. And Power Flood finally stops at level 12, giving a 0.
Tristal discovering that Troll Magi have Heal More, and Armored Knights have Stop Spell, which blocks Tristal's spell. Of course, it doesn't matter. It has no magic points anyway, and it doesn't matter. No matter which way you look at it, Sea Wolf, it's going to send them back to Tanticle Castle.
Yeah, but good to know that the Stop Spell on the Armored Knights means that maybe it'll be easier to kill once you have Urge's Armor, and you can ignore Stop Spell. Might be free rounds of combat. Apex, yes, they're both stark, buck naked. They have no gear other than the sword and the ring.
Well, FearonBurgundy just found the Jerk Cave, so once we have the token, the staff, and the stones, we can get the rainbow drop. Our first town, but before FearonBurgundy can get there, a Warlock greets him at the front, but it's no problem for Fearon. Let's find out what we've got. It is Garenham.
Garenham. So, that unfortunate poor lock stepped in the wrong place at the wrong time. The Fearon has gotten here, and we'll find a Dragon Scale, cover up the bits, get some herbs, and go shopping. See if there's some armor to buy. Tristal back in the grind, I believe. Yes. I see Axe Knight. I can only imagine Tristal's back to that spot. Ooh, Axe Knight has heal more, so Axe Knight doesn't die when hit. Might never set the fight.
FearonBurgundy tried to buy a Dragon Scale, but he bought too much, and we've got a Flame Sword and Full Plate. Of course, the Flame Sword means nothing since we've got Erdrick's Sword, but the Full Plate could come in handy.
Meantime, lacking money, Fearon buys leather armor, just for modesty. Raid the treasury. What's in Garenham?
Well, we've got 3 chests to check. First one has the stones. Very nice.
Alright, stones that are good. Next chest. Death necklace. Might come in play. And a torch. Huzzah, torch. So Death necklace again. Death necklace trades a quarter of your hit points for 10 attack power. And also curses you so the king throws you out of the castle. But these HP totals might be in play.
Yeah, it certainly might. I mean, we're only at level 9 on FearonBurgundy's side. Level 12 for Tristal.
Fearon finds Tablet Cave below Garenham. 1 free chest.
Yep, because Tablet Cave does not have any enemies, so as long as you know where you're going, you'll get to the chest. No problem at all. Let's take a look at what's inside that chest. 613 gold pieces.
I mean, money's nice. We'll see if they have any. There's no shield, I don't think, in the shop, unfortunately. So Fearon's something to buy, really. Cannot afford the full plate and has no other weapons worth buying. So moving on.
2 more Axe Knights for Tristal will get him up to level 13.
I'm going back to buy that Dragon Scale.
Yep, might as well now. And he still can't carry it. He still can't carry it, so he's going to sprinkle some fairy water all over himself, and now he's going to buy that Dragon Scale.
Chat wondering, who's in the lead? Technically, if Tristal spends as much time exploring as Fearon does after this, and probably has an easier chance from Repel and from other, other factors of being stronger. I'd say Tristal's in the lead just by dint of Tristal can safely walk the world more than Fearon can. If Tristal finds Heal More, especially, it'll be a huge change of pace. So when Fearon's walking, has to keep target towns, Tristal can just keep on going and going and going.
Yeah, that really didn't have much to offer, that level up. It was only 2201, and I believe Hurt was the spell that we got. We still don't have Outside or Heal More.
Yeah, unfortunately, our hero's super swollen, full of power. Even Rob Life is going to draw your arm so big. At some point, you gotta slow down a bit. You can't always be getting 10 points per level.
FearonBurgundy landing that Hurt More on the Star Wyvern to get 105 experience points. Good shot. And a gold.
One more cave. Staff cave. All right.
Yep, we have to find the harp in order to pick up the Staff of Rain. Where could that be? You never know. It could be behind the spike tile in Hawksness. So far, we've still only found one town. 25 minutes in, Seawolf.
Yeah, I mean, the levels tell a tale. I mean, typically you found 2 or 3 towns. You're probably level 5, level 6. But things have been turned on their head. Our runners are incredibly powerful.
Oh, that's bad luck right there for Tristal. Got a crit, and it dodged.
The Kaishin no Pichigeki. Tragic.
Oh, and that wasn't enough to take down the Blue Dragon, but luckily Tristal survived that attack and will take down the Blue Dragon for its 180 XP.
Yeah, Tristal playing with fire there. You know, enemies have a range of hit points. Hoping for the case there. Made the dodge crit. You know, a little tilt in there. But again, they're doing very well. Tristal's died there. It's still, I'm level 13, so whatever. The repel is making Tristal's walks very tame. Like, only dragons, only like axe knights and armor knights will find and intercept him.
Ooh, that Hurtmore did not one-shot it, and it gets DL2 breath, but the next swing, Tristal will get the 135 experience points, and we'll have to heal up. And FearonBurgundy finding a desert that's got nothing, just a beach.
Important point there. Without the armor still, Tristal is very powerful, a lot of hit points. But if an enemy happens to have the old sleep and hurt more Dragon Lord 2 combo, Tristal could die in a hurry. So until you have the armor, you're never truly safe.
FearonBurgundy going to use the wings to go back to the castle, and we find the freebie cave on Tristal's side, and inside the chest we have got a key.
A free key. Whereas Fron finds Breckenary.
Breckenary, we had a lot of shields in Breckenary yesterday, and there they are again, the small shield and the silver shield.
Anyway, Breckenary serving some kind of purpose. Cheap hotel and shield depot.
Unfortunately, without a gold grind, the silver shield might be off the table for both of these runners, but you never know.
Yes, despite the phone being open and Garen's jerk cave is found on Tristal's side. But despite that castle having cave and treasures around, there was no actual access to gold.
Burgundy has just found another town. Now, can he get there without being sent to start? Going for the Hurtmore on the Royal Scorpion. Lands it, gets the one-shot kill. And we take a look at this, and it is Cole.
Alright, so Ferran finding the 3 towns in a row. Tristal finding Garenham now, so Tristal starting to catch up now in exploration.
Tile has the Fairy Flute, which will be able to put golems to sleep. It's not an essential item to beat the quest, but it could come in handy. Inside, another small shield shop. Magic armor for 7,700. We can't afford it, though.
Yeah, Ferran unfortunately has not enough armor, and he's sad that Breckenary and Cole and Garenham seem to have the same kind of stuff at the shops, so can't quite make any progress in that. She's left with the Stone of Sunlight as well, and that knows.
Both just about identical. 1758 versus 1759 for a split second there. I'd like to get the half plate. They would be able to afford that, and they would get a decent defensive upgrade, but there's no half plate to be found.
Yeah, we're out of towns too. We have Cantlin, which is the town of shops. You can always find something there usually. And besides that, Foxnest, I think. Oh, Rimmeldar's out there somewhere. Nobody cares Rimmeldar because we have a key shop at the castle.
Exactly.
But
yep.
But Rimmeldar does have that one chest. And that one chest could have something important. Because we're running out of chests to look at.
Fern about to get a key here in the freebie cave. Crystal gets 547 gold. Now, the gold that you pick up in gold chest is randomized anywhere between 500 and 755 gold pieces.
Running a long way around. I'm thinking the Swamp King might be attached somewhere in the world because Fran is now doing backwards what Tristal was doing. The Fran may go to Garen's grave and dig further. 103 health, a heal spell, a stop spell, a hurt more. Now we go deeper. Most important to note that Repel is on in caves. Another flag setting we have is no randomizer. So Repel does function in caves, where it does not in the vanilla game.
Ooh, Droll Magi heal-mooring itself, and that's going to force Furon to use a Hurt More to not waste any more time with this little enemy here. Getting very close to the next level, 2,175. 5625 to get to level 14 on Tristal's side.
There's Cave of Lords, Druid Lords, Droll Magi, Wizards, Slime.
What are you doing here?
One of these things is not like the other.
I know, that's exactly what I was thinking, Seawolf. There's a green dragon and a blue dragon. Ooh, but the Hurt missed.
Yeah, Fron learns that green dragons have fire breath.
So we want to find Erdrick's armor. That'll reduce the amount of damage you take to 42 to 48 points. Stone Man going to use the sleep spell. It works for Tristal and is going to escape.
All right,
but
so the harp.
Nice find there for FearonBurgundy, and he can cash that in to pick up the next item, which would be the Staff of Rain. But we still need Erdrick's token. Where could that be?
Don't have a few spots left. We have the chest at the bottom of Garen's grave. We have the chest in Wildar. It could also be on the ground. It could be in the Overworld. It could be in Hawksnest. The armor could be in Charlock.
Yes, it could be, and that's, I think, what a lot of people want to see.
Let's see how chat's feeling tonight. Chat, we're feeling saucy and mean tonight. Do we want armor in Charlock? Do you want it, like, on the sword? You want it in the sword chest, don't you?
Is that another name for the judges' table?
Yes. The actual,
Gotcha.
The proper name is judge's table. Yes, the vanilla sword chest. Deep down, then up in Charlock. Alright, Ferran heading to the final chest in the Garen's grave. Might make it. The lowly torch. Tristan now wandering the world. Find the harp cave, but no harp. We're gonna fire some outside spell, so I'm walking on back. Maybe hoping for a free kill from an enemy to send them back faster, but doing quite the hero walk. I don't fairy water, just doing it the hard way. Birthdays in the chat and cannoli cake. Hey. Now we're getting somewhere.
This time the Droll Magi doesn't use Heal More, and FearonBurgundy will take it down. Tristal running into a Magiwyvern using the Hurt More spell. He lands it and takes it down.
That is totally not non-sequitur this whole race here, but cannoli cake, is that cannoli filled or cannoli frosting?
Good question. And FearonBurgundy getting encountered hard here at the end of this grave dig from FearonBurgundy, so having a little bit of bad luck trying to escape.
Yeah, dig's worthwhile. Dig found the harp, but yeah, these star weapons just keep showing up in droves. And you're still finding other towns. Might be a new town. This could be Kentland, or it could be Hawksnest, which would be a real boon for Tristal. Alright, so our next good call. So take the cake and leave the cannoli.
Tristal takes care of the knight and returns to Garenham.
Not just Garenham. So last time, I'm used to seeing it go from west to east to find Garenham. It's Tristal walking backwards towards it.
Right now, Tristal just 141 points away from level 14.
Fron literally having less than half the experience points of Tristal. But tons and tons of encounters again. The cave just not letting Ferran leave.
Finally is able to escape from that cave, and one tile short of the castle, but is able to run away very easily.
Just walks past, but just scowling at him. It's like, nah, that's enough of that. From killing the hard way in front of this old man. Tristal finds a town and actually goes to Garanham and buys armor, so full plate Tristal. So Tristal finally buys some pants. Oh, just north of Garanham, 2 more towns. We may have totally whiffed on Hawks's and Cantland right there.
Oh man, that could be a bad miss there for FearonBurgundy. We'll see if he does return there at some point.
That's a swing in bad favor because Fearon, again, one of the dangers of Dragon Warrior 1 is your map screen is 8 by 8. You see around you 8 spaces and that's it. So if you miss that one spot by one tile, you know, you totally walk past a turn in the road or a town or a cave and just totally whiffing that for like an hour and a half of seed. Been there, done that.
Camp, broadsword, that's nothing. Small shield, that's nothing. Let's see if the other shops have something better.
No, large shield. So all Tristan wants is magic armor, same armor, a few benefits with same defense power. Urgent armor is probably the way to go, but a large shield will do a lot of work here.
Oh no, large shield. This is a large shieldless seed, it looks like.
I mean, it's one more town, and Rimmildar may have it. Otherwise, the apparent mystery of, you know, the best shield ever made and the crappy first potlet you find. No one put the piece together between there.
Alright, we're going to see if we've got some coordinates, but he's going to have to heal up because every time you walk on those barrier tiles, you lose 15 HP without Erdrick's armor. Let's take a look. Any coordinates? 8 south, 6 east. Bye-bye, Princess Quailin. You can stay locked up.
Alright, this seed's now a bachelor seed. That's kind of insulting. Is that what lost him in there?
I've never seen coordinates like that before, Seawolf. What's the closest you've ever seen from start?
Like 10, 14? Like, you had to count something. This is just like, you know, Erdrick was walking back home one day and, you know, keeled over in the middle of the field and just no one bothered to pick him up. His armor, his tablet was right there on the ground waiting for you. But you've all seen 0-0? The old scroll truth meme where you open it up and it's like, it's Erdrick's armor. And you're just like, yeah, out the window. Well, last week, huh? Wow, okay.
Oh, here's Romualdar. That was not Hawksness, it's Romualdar.
Yep. So Hawksness is still at large, and that one chest has some gold, and that's it.
Alright, last chance for a large shield. Do we have one here? No!
Nope. Sword, shieldless seed. So pot lid or silver shield. Those are your choices.
Wow. That's very, very rare there, Seawolf. No large shield.
Alright. Tristan gonna buy some more keys, apparently. Fearon finally got the grind on.
Yeah, he finally got past that nasty red dragon that was trolling him to death early on, so this could be a chance for FearonBurgundy to get back into this one. He's currently in level 12.
Yeah, again, there's a chance that, you know, if the thing on the ground is, I guess the token browse, I have to guess. See a token of armor at this point. Yeah, so that knowledge is important. Tristal has the knowledge, and Fearon won't get it until Fearon goes to Garanham and walks north. So that's really out of the swing there. That's not even like, that's not control, it's not power. That's, you know, Fearon has to go back and look for it on the coastline and find a path upwards. Still losing on back. Yeah, just north. Like, just that casual little bridge spot. Didn't think about it.
2 more Axe Knights would give FearonBurgundy the next level, but he has no more magic points and is able to escape this time from a red dragon when he's low on everything, of course. Go figure.
Fearon leaving the cave. Crystal finding coal. Crystal's not gone back to the Garen's grave yet and found the harp yet, so Crystal hasn't done the Garen's grave dig, which won't take long. It's very trivial. But Crystal may dig the entire thing out trying to find the armor on the bottom.
Tristal will get his flute right here.
Fron recharging at the castle again. I imagine going back down to fight more Axe Knights. So Fron going to keep up and hopefully catch up with Tristal. Tristal's big edge here is finding... Well, Fron has the harp, but that's close to the castle. Tristal's knowledge of the coordinate spots is a huge detail that Fron's missing. Okay, Tristal wants to find Garen's grave now. You can tell that. There's a little count here. We're just token on the ground right by the castle.
Ah, and that is our coordinates item for tonight, Erdrick's token. So, Tristal just needs to find the harp, cash it in for the Staff of Rain, and he will be in grind and go mode.
Tristal's ready to rock, and the armor is in Charlock. So, at this point now, Tristal knows that all the goods outside the world have been found. Actually, no, I lied to you. Hawksness is still a thing.
Yep, it's 50-50 at this point, Seawolf.
Well, 50-50 technically. There's one spot in Hawk's Nest, and there's, what, 6, 7 chests in Charlock?
True.
And the armor is important. Despite the incredible health that Tristal has, eating 2 or 3 rounds in a row, drying Lord of Breath, probably not viable for a win. So armor is almost a mandatory item. Huh. Tristal leaving the Garen's grave? Curious. Where's Tristal going to?
I wonder if FearonBurgundy's trying to find the other towns now.
Also, an important note: Tristal at level 14 still no heal more, so heal more is still not in play until 15 or 16.
Yep, it's going to be one or the other. To get to level 15, we need 7,500 experience points.
Tristal leaving Garen's grave, not finding the harp. This could be interesting. Does Tristal think that they've cleared out the cave already once?
That's interesting. You know, that could come into play, Seawolf. I mean, if Tristal overlooks that spot on his map or on his tracker or whatnot, that
Fron
could
finds
be...
Hawk's Nest.
Yeah, there's Hawk's Nest. And what do we have? An Armored Knight, 8K47, and they've got Stop Spell and No More Hurt More. We're going to try and run away, and FearonBurgundy is not having any luck. And he can't do it the second time either. Boy, we saw Hawk's Nest come into play the other night, and it's going to come into play again. FearonBurgundy's going to be... Not yet! All right, now he's going to be set to start.
Yeah, it's incredible ambush RG. I think Ferran's been ambushed 3 times by Armor Knights, and every time they throw Hospital out, and this time actually landed for a change. Yeah, it's rough.
Very much so indeed.
But Ferran knows where it's at, I believe, and we'll head on back. This appears to be one of those other weird spots, like where Tristal went north and found that weird bridge over to, Cantland. I think Ferran found a weird south path and found a way to Hawk's Nest. Ferran's eyes that grind some more, perhaps. Probably wants to heal more. Or no, maybe heading back. I think Hawk's Nest might have been on the other continent there, other side there. Just a little back of the grind, it seems.
And it looks like Ferran just might be right behind him. He's currently at 68.59, so another 641 points would do it.
Ferran's heading north, though. Ferran's actually going to explore some more. Ferran's not staying in this cave. Ferran, I think he's trying to go back to Hawk's Nest.
Yeah, and that would make sense.
Okay, so it appears to be south of Charlock that Fron stumbled upon the coastline with Hawk's Nest in it.
3 more Axe Knights will do it for Tristal. He'll have level 15.
You go just south of Charlock.
Yep, absolutely right. FearonBurgundy is back into Hawk's Nest, but gets caught by a Drachima. But let's see if he can get... Okay, this time, will he land the stop spell? It does work, so nice try, but it's not going to work for the AK-47. Now going to go for the Hurtmore and lands it.
See, the Armor Knights, they focus on it. Sometimes Armor Knight enemies, they have stop spell, they can focus on that spell, and they want to cast that first no matter what. This one seems to have a little more variety to it.
The armor's there!
Alright, Vanilla Armor, Vanilla Guardian.
So everybody who was hoping for the Erdrick's armor in Charlock, unfortunately, your dreams just got dashed.
Final grind here. This stop spell is now a free round of combat. Or not. The front size to move on.
And that last level up that Tristal got gave him the remainder of the spell, so now he has all 10 at his disposal.
And another boost of hit points. So Tristal now sitting at 150. So let's see. Yeah, that's a lot of... So we lose 20... So 150, what you lose? 30? And a little bonus, so you lose what? 34, 35 hit points to the Death Necklace? Maybe 37? Still having like 120 to work with.
Yeah, 37 and a half, that's 112, 112,
So,
yeah, 112.
So you lose actually with 111 if you round up to the half lost. So you end up with 113. Yeah, it's still like a double off that. So you'll be hitting for no trouble to damage and getting doubles. Like Fron needs stuff. Fron needs to find a token. So Fron's not find Caitlyn. But yeah, interesting that Fron could actually try and dive. If Fron truly thought he was desperate and had to do it now, Fron could attempt to dive with the Death Necklace, which is obnoxious at level 13. But needs gear first. Needs to find a Caitlyn above Garenham.
I see. Well, the longer it takes for him to find it, the worse his odds are going to be. I mean, Tristal, but again, his problem is he's got to get back to pick up the harp.
Yeah, Tristal seems to be focused on Hawk's Nest. They're finding out going to Charlock and finding the armor, perhaps. Again, only Fron knows about Hawk's Nest so far. So Tristal might be assuming that roll dice the odds would say, like, the 7 chests at Charlock are better odds than the 1 spot in Hawk's Nest, or the 1 spot in, or the 2 spots in Garen's Grave I missed. And yes, no large shield, so pot lids only. Now Fron, we scour the world. Where's my Caitlyn? Where's my old man? Speaking of old man, I believe it's Fron's birthday.
Yes, that's right. He did tell me yesterday that today was going to be his birthday. So happy birthday, Mr. FearonBurgundy.
Happy birthday, Fron. Had these hit points. Fron solves mystery.
Yes, he does. Once he crosses that bridge, as provided he doesn't get sent back to start, which is a statistical improbability at this juncture, he will find the last 2 towns. There they are.
Jade Wolf asking about Silver Shields. They're there, Jade Wolf. They are there. You just have to buy them. You have to afford them somehow.
Yeah. Just nowhere to do a gold grind. Yeah, gold's been scarce this seed. I mean, we saw a few chests early on, but yeah, the gold, all the gold's probably in Charlock.
Yeah, Fron's trying to find themselves a, please give me a large shield, and you're gonna have no luck. And Tristal being... These are demons are giving Tristal a problem now, because they're healing the annoying, they're throwing Fire Breath out. They dodge attacks quite often, so they're just harassing Tristal walking across the continent right now.
All right, FearonBurgundy, since he has the armor, doesn't have to worry about the barrier tiles, and sees the very simple coordinates and now knows that Princess Gwalen is going to be stuck making rolls for whatever the enemy is guarding the tile.
Tristal finds Hawksness as well, so both our ratios now are going to start running at full tilt towards both their goals. Once Tristal beats this here Armor Knight and finds the armor, they'll know that Garen's Grave has to have the harp.
Takes down the Armored Knight. He'll find his Erdrick's armor and now knows that he's going to have to go back to pick up that harp.
Frog's level 14. And wants to check this last hound to try and find themselves. Please, please, please give me a large shield.
Unfortunately, his pleas are going to be in vain. He's not going to find a large shield here in Rimuldar.
Also checking this one chest in case there's anything extra oddball fun. Tristal down below trying to find passageway to the harp. Again, halfway down, so not usual loss. Plus outside, so it'll be a quick exit. Tristal just go back to the Jerk Cave, then it can start beating down the walls of Turlock. Both friends probably could be Drandler right now, so if Ron can put the pieces together before Tristal does, it's going to be close.
Almost definitely. We're going to be set up for another photo finish potentially here.
We haven't seen a few enemies in Turlock. We haven't seen the werewolf yet. So if werewolves pack and sleep in a breath attack, it could be interesting. But then again, let's see. No, I don't think Tristal will break it. I don't think Tristal has enough defense power to break the werewolf yet.
And Tristal just picked up his silver harp, so he just needs to go to the Staff Cave, then to the Jerk Cave, and he will be in go mode. But FearonBurgundy still needs Erdrick's token.
Alright, just heading down south to find the Jerk Cave. Where Ron's going to? Ron's going to cash in the harp for the staff.
Yeah, that's what he's going to be doing right here, but he's got to get past this green dragon first, which he does.
I know where Waldo is. Waldo's on the subway. Waldo's always on the subway.
Yes. We've seen the speedrun of Where's Waldo plenty of times, and I'm sure a lot of people always got hung up at the subway.
Oh, that's a vile contraption. Whoever designed that thing should be hung out and dried somewhere.
You're not wrong there, Seawolf. It looks like a mess.
Alright, Tristal heading down south, trying to find the Jerk Cave. Actually, no, I think Tristal may have lost the Harp Cave. Fran also may have lost the Harp Cave. I'm not sure if Fran's going to.
Well, he's already got the staff, but he again has to get the token. He still has to get the token before he can go back to the Jerk Cave. Ah, here we go. Tristan's found it.
Good catch in there. So Fran should be heading back to the castle and grabbing that there spot. But you see, Fran found Caitlin. It's right by the castle. The spot, again, the very tame location of the spot there. Alright, Fran finds the Jerk. Nope, Fran did not get the token yet.
And that's what happens when you try to take the Jerk's favorite candy, the Rainbow Drop, and you don't have everything equipped. You get kicked out just like that.
Fran gets the boot. We have stereo walking runners right now. One has the token, one does not. Fran pondering options. Has Fran forgotten about the coordinates already? I see it. I see the light bulb.
Yeah, this is going to be very, very close if FearonBurgundy decides to go for it at level 14.
Yeah, Fran may have to. Given these stats, I am thinking I am so far behind right now. Run, Blinky, run! Alright, so, Tristal. Going to Charlock. Fron, heading to the Jerk Cave. Again. Correct, Garfield. Heal more and outside over level 15.
That is true. FearonBurgundy does not have heal more. You got to get to level 15 in order to do that. We'll take a look at how many points he is away. As they have DL2 breath, those metal scorpions. Still needs 1,170 more points as FearonBurgundy. So he's actually a little more behind than we think.
Yeah, the lack of spells, big things. You need heal more, and Tristal grinding more. Tristal wants 16.
Well, he's only 535 points away, and if it's a healthy level up, he'll probably go to. He'll probably go at that point.
Definitely. I mean, resources are fine. Just it's a matter of right there, and you just leave the town to it. Fron has to drop. And we'll see if Fron drops in the air and runs the castle. So Fron may try diving 2 levels earlier. We'll see the results. It's gonna be interesting to see the change of pace strategy. Again, Tristal had the early grind into the early Omega grind, and Fron was exploring. Did the hard way. So we'll see. Tristal, Fron may just try and think fast, might try and get more levels. Fron has to grind at least to get the 15 to get the heal more for sure.
Correct. This Axe Knight, no, not quite. The next Axe Knight will get, 15 points away. The next Axe Knight will give Tristal level 16. We'll find out what kind of numbers we get on this level up right here. What do we got? Power 7, 2 speed, 1 HP, 8 magic points.
I think you're going regardless.
Yeah, the power is pretty nice there. That's for sure.
Alright, so Fron's moving behind about probably half a dive. Needs to level up. Unless Fron tries to get this level naturally and just walks through it. We'll see what Fron's options are. Cast Radiant because you won't lose that. Those 2 magic points don't matter in terms of having more heal mores. Plus Fron might be attempting to grind through anyway.
Of course, stop spell with the armor is not going to work, regardless of what the enemy is.
Yeah, Tristal has a huge advantage of resources. A Charlotte die can be really dicey. Tons of magic to spare. Healing on down the way down, healing per step. It's basically almost a guaranteed save die, barring truly outrageous luck.
And it looks like Tristal is making the run for not Hawksness, but Charlock right here. So he's going to be the first one to have a shot at the Dragon Lord. And if this dive is successful, he will be tonight's winner. And we'll move on to the winner's round of 16 here in this tournament.
We'll see how it goes. The Golem! It's new. It's a setting. It gets run from because it's Golem.
And there's another one.
The next night.
And yeah, but reminder, green dragons are indeed dangerous because they do have DL2 breath.
The rare Snowman block. 1 punch, but all healed up now. No loss there. Fron grind away, trying to get 15.
By the way, we got a brief look at Princess Gwaelin on FearonBurgundy's side, and of course, we're not going to be rescuing her tonight, so the Axe Knight has her all to himself this time around.
Yeah, basically calling the shot there before. Both runners were in the same spot, same experience points, same literal everything. And Fron kept getting killed by red dragons, whereas Tristal managed to escape the one and found the easy grind. So where Fron was getting killed in the cave repeatedly, Tristal walked through pretty much scot-free the first time through.
I think if Tristal does make a successful dive in Charlock and takes care of the Dragon Lord, I think the 2 keys are going to be Fron missing Caitlyn and Rimildar the first time around, and yeah, the red dragon ambush. I think those are going to be the 2 factors if it is in Tristal's favor.
Fron also had the ambush in Hawksness the first time around, so Fron had to walk up at Hawksness again. So Hawksness was also a double dive for Fron because ambush and into beatdown.
Right, that's a third one. So yeah, if you want to look at that as well. And Tristal in the penultimate level makes it without an encounter, and he's now in the final level. And there's the Dragon Ward waiting for Tristal. There's a red dragon, and can't run away.
Jamie and Testy. There we go. Yeah, the red dragon repelling basically from the cave for that long. You know, the walk was longer, the exploration was longer, the combats were longer. You know, everything that Fron did was that much longer because Fron was at level 8, 9, 10 versus 13, 14, 15.
And FearonBurgundy is not going to take a shot at level 15. He's going to continue to grind, and unless this fight against the Dragon Lord goes really sour, it's looking like the writing's on the wall.
I'm not sure how this, other than a misclick or a miss menu, yeah, I think the Dragon Lord could ambush Tristal 3 times in this fight somehow and still not come out on top.
The Red Dragon, the Fun Police, definitely having fun with Tristal here. Not going to make it that easy. Does escape on the third attempt.
You know, just a bunch of nerves on the way down. Just, casual resources. Damage being erased immediately.
On the spike tile, we have a Golem, and we're going to go ahead and use the Flute. See, I told you it could come in handy, and there it is.
So it's nice to have, just in case that spike tile is the Golem that happens to, catch sleep and punch you to death.
Look at this. The Golem stays asleep, and stays asleep again to 4-shot him. Wow, what a lucky turn of events there for Tristal. But then runs into a green dragon, able to escape, has full HP. Here we go, folks.
Time to get befooled. Behold. There we are. Alright, the fight begins.
Looking for stop spell hype, and he's going to put on the Death Necklace to increase the attack power 138, so it can do up to 19 damage. 9 to 19.
Key point in doing that during combat, you outside the fight, you lose hit points. If you do it in combat, your hit points for that first, until you go below them again, you maintain your max hit points for that duration.
Stop spell hype, so Tristal takes down the first form, second form. Does he get the first attack? He does. He's in great shape. 15 on the first one, anywhere between 150 and 165 HP. He's able to get a double, 28. Can't get the triple, so he'll have to use a heal more.
Even so, Tristal's in commanding shape. There's almost no, outside of miss menu, Tristal's damage is could be over 270 if the fight went on that long, which it can't.
56 now, a low roll there. Have to use another heal more. Next attack deals 14 up to 70.
Alright, not being frantic. If Fron doesn't lose this race, Fron has 1-on-1 record, so Fron not out of the tournament. Fron will be seen later on playing on top of commentary, on top of everything else. So Fron's not removed from the tournament for losing this race.
83 now. Next attack brings 10, 93. Another attack, 104. Getting some low rolls here.
Low rolls and all, but Tristal can roll minimum the rest of the way and still be a sure victory. Tristal puts the sword back in the sheath.
Yeah, he's in good shape. Even with these low rolls, he should still be in good shape to take down DL2. Another low roll, 11, takes up to 127. Takes him up to 139. Does get the double there with 13, 152. Next attack likely going to do it for Tristal.
Almost certain this next attack does the job.
13 or more is a guarantee. 9, and it's not enough. 162, not enough. And he's going to attack knowing this one will do it. And that is all she wrote, folks. Get your GGs out for Tristal. He is going to win and advance to the next round in the winner's bracket.
By mere early grind and the mercy of RNG, allowing Red Dragons to casually bypass and see the swishy Ice Knights behind. Tristal takes the early lead, the early grind, and never lets go of the experience lead for the entire race.
Does it in under 65 minutes, Seawolf. That was a fast seed. Well played for Tristal.
Yeah, all Tristal just refused to dive Garen's Grave outside. So Tristal went to Garen's Grave and got that first chest and got out of there again. Could have been sub out easy.
Oh, absolutely. But he'll take this any day of the week. And FearonBurgundy didn't, like I said, the only thing was he missed the two towns, Cantlin and Rimmildar, when he had found the other town in Gurnham. And but I think the big factor was indeed just getting ambushed by red dragons twice. That ended up being the factor this time around. Level 16 now for FearonBurgundy, and he feels that's enough. Looks like he's going to try and finish this one out.
Of course, it's close to the end of the race. Just simply take your dive. Again, from us, see the stats. It's like, I have this in the bag. Just unfortunately, I'm doing it in a second. Again, it'd be a really improbable dive. Luck to have this fail. Let's see here. Let's check the bracket and find out where is Tristal going to. Tristal gets the privilege of facing High Spirits next round. And FearonBurgundy hit down to the bottom bracket to see Railless. So right at the top there. So makes me go to see High Spirits Tristal and Fearon versus Railless. Here's the ping. Tristal joins us in the chat. Tristal, good work.
Thank you very much.
Yep, played very, very well, but you got a little lucky as well because you had found the very precious Axe Knight grinding in the swamp cave there, whereas unfortunately for FearonBurgundy, got ambushed twice by red dragons and twice he could not escape. That led him away from the grind. You picked up an experience advantage that lasted wire to wire in this one, and that enabled you to take home the victory.
Yeah, I figured early on I had to be way ahead on experience. Just looking at my own splits, I think I gold split level 9, which for me, I've got 165 races logged under this particular live split save. So that was pretty crazy. I would have been happy with almost anything I could hurt more at that tile at that point. Really, at that point, I'm just looking to get through those middle levels. So even just like a Stone Man or a Blue Dragon, I would have been totally fine with, because 155 or 180 experience would have been huge.
Yeah, most definitely. I think the only setback you had in the entire race was just having a little bit of trouble finding that harp to cash in to pick up the Staff of Rain. But I mean, other than that, you pretty much had the seed tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure going into Garen's Grave around level 14 before I had the armor looked a little strange. I ended up deciding not to go deeper, even thinking that it could either have the harp or the armor, because I didn't have outside yet, and I was only at 6,000 experience, so I didn't feel like I was very likely to level while I was there trying to find it. And I didn't want to have to spend a lot of time walking out, especially if it didn't have the harp. I hadn't found Hawksness yet, so I figured one or the two probably had something, but it was still pretty likely that Grave had Harp and Armor was just in Charlock somewhere. So I was kind of worried about that.
We're seeing now level 16 Fearon as well, right behind you, doing the same thing, diving smoothly. No problems escaping, very little damage. Only magic spent so far, I think it's been 1 Repel and 2 Radiance. So no loss there. Fearon heading down to the bottom level and doing a hero walk. Getting pretty good coverage and pretty good time.
Yeah, your rolls weren't that great against the Dragon Lore, but it didn't matter. You had plenty in the tank, plenty of HP, got a couple of doubles along the way, and still had plenty of fuel mores left over. But Red Dragons, they were toying with you a little bit on the basement, and the same thing's happening to FearonBurgundy right now.
Yeah, only having a small shield. There's a lot of decision-making going into trying to figure out if I should just try at level 15 versus 16. And having the small shield, not even a large shield, because I never found Breckenary, which may have had it.
No, it did not have a large shield. There were no large shields tonight.
Just totally large shield dead and no gold grind for silver, so that was just never happening. I think the stats could have been good enough at 15 otherwise, but without it, I didn't really feel like I wanted to take the chance. And that was one thing I was really worried about, was I was kind of looking over my shoulder at Fearon. If he decided to take a bigger risk and go at 15, that could have easily been a difference maker.
By the way, you had a real good luck on that golem. You were able to get a lot of sleep turns on him, and you killed him before he woke up again. They have DL2 breath.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I was very surprised at that as well. Usually I have pretty bad fairy flute luck, but not this time. Trist luck was in full effect.
Yeah.
So it seems. But Fearon has moved past the Fiery Golem and onto DL1. Not going with the necklace. Fearon going all natural and just swinging. Nope, never mind. Takes a swing and realizes, that seems a little squishy. Let's try something a little tougher. Puts on the necklace.
All right, yep, he's going to use the Death Necklace. Stop spell hype on FearonBurgundy's side. Stop spell hype again. Going to be an easy DL1 fight. And attacks only for 17. Just going to finish it off right here. We'll see if FearonBurgundy gets the first strike against DL2 like you did, Tristal. And he does get first strike. 12 we start with. But, he's right on the edge. He's going to go for it.
He rolls it.
24. He got a break. He attacked.
I don't think Fearon realizes how ahead in the fight he is if he's rolling the dice on a 48 in the first swing of the combat.
15. There's a 39 now for Fearon. Man, he took a chance at 48. That DL2 breath could have done 48.
Yeah, plus his defense is fairly low, too. I didn't see it myself, but I don't know if Dragon Lord could hit you for 49 as well, or even just 48.
You didn't see it. 55. There's 11.
Yeah, same as you. D2. We both have the same power, defense power.
And DL2 had at least 163 points. We knew that much. 77 now for Fearon.
Swing away, and again.
Rolled the maximum of their 95, or close to the maximum. 19's his max.
Yep. Big swing there. The Fearon not getting much luck with the doubles. Fearon's getting a lot of.
There's a 49. There's a 49 right there. 107.
Yeah, so Fearon will now tiptoe the rest of this fight, knowing that Dragon Lord can go over the 48 threshold.
124. All right. 11 takes him to 135. Yeah, he's guaranteed as long as he doesn't miss menu. Does 13 more, 148. He'll need a big one to finish him off on the next one. If not, he'll get it on the one after.
Oh, big swing.
18 will do it. Very nice.
Right.
Get your GGs out for FearonBurgundy.
All right, Fearon again didn't need that first gamble. Obviously had two heals and 5 more swings to spare. Alrighty, Fearon back to it. Save the throne room. Talk to the king. No princess to be found. Let the dragons return again.
Yeah, please make sure you give both of our runners, Tristal and FearonBurgundy, a follow. Great race between the two of them. Tristal, just a little bit luckier tonight than Fearon. That ended up being the difference.
Behind the scenes, there's tracking. Season Prov 10 of the tracking for us, and CyberDark E6 doing double duty tracking and restream. And yes, low death count due to the incredibly massive amounts of hit points gained by level 5.
And 2 of the deaths that FearonBurgundy took were to the Red Dragons, and then another death was against that Armored Knight in Hawksness. So he only had 1 other death apart from the 3 very, very unfortunate deaths there. I mean, he could have had a 1-death seed if things would have just went a little bit better for Fearon.
Yeah, triple ambushes was insane. And then Fron also had about 12,000 gold at the end of it. Fron was almost at Silver Shield piercing power by the end of the seed, because Fron just didn't die.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure if I had any accidental deaths that seed. Maybe one, but most of those were just intentional to refill.
I think one was probably all you had that entire time. Everything else was intentional death warps. I mean, this is about as low death count as you're going to see in a Dragon Warrior randomizer race, as we do now have FearonBurgundy here in the commentator's booth. GG. Close race between the two of you, but unfortunately you got very unlucky early on when you tried to make that dive into the swamp cave. Both times you ran into red dragons, and both times you couldn't escape. And, we called that race last night. We saw what the fun police can do, but unfortunately you were the victim of them tonight.
Well, yes, there was that, and I kind of figured from that point on that I was definitely in a bit of a deficit. So a lot of the plays that I made, while they were somewhat safe, it was also, I'll be honest, I kind of mentally checked out at that point. And, oh gosh, I'm going to get my mic cut off for saying this probably. But another thing that kind of threw me off, I understand that apparently there was an issue with some of the text things that I was putting up there for entertainment purposes. Something that is a bit of an issue with various networks like Randomania, like RPG Limit Break, Speed Gaming, is the expectation is to follow the runners based on their talent and their ability. Well, if you're somebody like me and doesn't have a whole heck of a lot of that, you got to go to something else like an entertainment value, but apparently that is frowned upon. So I don't know. I guess I'll just, I'll face whoever I'm supposed to face in there, probably lose to them, and we'll see where things go down the road.
Sometimes you got to have a little fun with these races like that. I mean,
well, apparently fun is an issue, and I guess that's where the term fun police comes from in the Dragon Warrior randomizer community.
Right.
Because apparently there's a lot of them, but I'll be nice and not call out names for a moment, but I'm a little tilted right now, and this is quickly becoming anything but a happy birthday for me.
Well, anyways, I still wish you a happy birthday. It was great doing the comms last night, and I know you were hoping that the race would go better than it did, but Well,
no, Tristal is a really good player. I again could use other words, but I'm going to maintain some semblance of professionalism, even though, again, I should say the opinions expressed are solely those of FearonBurgundy and in no way reflect anyone else of the Randomania networks, the Dragon Warrior randomizer community. This is solely me speaking as me here. There we go.
Fearon, if you want to call me handsome, it's all right. I won't mind. I'll blush a little bit, but that's fine. You can call me nice things if you like.
Oh no, Tristal, you are a very good player. Because I don't know if I can use that 4-letter D word. I may get in trouble for that too. Who knows? A smack on the wrist. Who knows? But no, you're an extremely good player. You have been in this league basically since the beginning. To say that you're a veteran would be an understatement. But so I knew going in, I'd have to play extremely well and get a little bit of luck, or have Tris luck go in reverse for you to even stand a chance. So I kind of knew where I stood going in, and then as soon as those red dragons were just plaguing me there in the swamp cave, trying to see what was going on the other continent, which turned out was just Hawksness, so it was kind of a wasted effort, I kind of knew by that point, all right, we're just going to play out the stretch here. It's like the Cleveland Browns in week 13 or 14, where they're already 2-11, and that they're not making the playoffs.
Yeah, living in the city that hosts the Detroit Lions, I know how that thing sort of goes. I'll say I had an incredibly good start. So to finish within 10 minutes, honestly, you'll look back at the video and realize you actually did a pretty good job still. I just went crazy in the beginning. I literally had a gold split early on, which is insane for how many races I've run. So this was a great seed for me. But yeah, I think you'll look back on this and realize you're doing just fine here. And don't forget, you won the first round as well.
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, that was I got by the Sea Wolf by the by the skin of my teeth, And I almost feel bad for it because now he's got to face Mr. Holmes, who was upset last night and is going to wreak havoc. I'm sure of it, and I feel super terrible for Seawolf because you're also really good, and you get a lot of bad breaks I've seen over the years.
That's all right.
He's been around for Dragon
No,
Lord Randomizer, Zelda Randomizer. He's really, really
Yeah.
good at both of them. But yeah,
It's no big deal. No, I'm here to enjoy myself and have fun, do the commentary. So
absolutely, that's
again,
what it's all about. It's having fun.
those who line me up to those who line up the brackets and how things fall to me, it's just how it is. So I don't worry about too much. I'm just here for the show. But no, it'll be interesting to see. And Mr. Holmes, if I get the full fury of Holmes, so be it. If he plays blindfolded to meet me, also so be it. But again, just how things will go. So I'm not worried about that. And I'm just glad that things go in sequence and just means more time to volunteer. So all good otherwise. Again, the race probably determined by those dragons ambushing you. I think both of you were both going for the princess. You're both in that spot to see what was there, but you had these tremendous stats and hurt more.
Oh, and the coordinates. The coordinates are pretty much guaranteeing that the Axe Knights could do whatever they wanted with Princess Gwalen, because there was GPS. I don't think was required with the coordinates that you were given.
Nah, no big deal.
Yeah, I almost decided to just pick up the princess anyway, really early on, not even knowing if there were coordinates, just because it seemed like it would be so convenient. But I'm glad I decided against doing that, because that was a pretty easy walk.
Well, it was so easy that I thought I already did it when I went back to the jerk. That was another goof, or, this is for you, Cards fan, a Euchre 6 in a sense.
Oh, yes, I know exactly.
Yeah, you know where I'm going there.
It's a little inside joke that FearonBurgundy and I have, but we won't go over it tonight.
No. That'll get me in more trouble, like I'm not already in enough already. But no, that I had gone all the way down south to where the harp trading cave was. I'm like, all right, I'll just stop by to hit the jerk up on the way back, and then go to Tanagal, and went into the jerk cave, and the jerk kicked me out. That I showed everybody why he is known as the jerk.
Yep.
And I took a second and went, oh, I don't have the token, and then cast return, counted my 8 and 6, and
my all-time best
then by that point got 86th.
Yeah, my all-time best is walking across 2 continents and going to the staff cave, giving the harp away, and then not taking the chest and walking out of the cave.
Oh no,
that's my all-time best.
Oh man.
So, all right, I think we're going to wrap this up here and move on to. We got many other races going on. We'll get back to more action. Let's see where we're heading to. Details.
I'm guessing speed gaming, because it looks like there's a race in progress right now between Up to and Jeeve and Murashu on a line. Smashy and Centroid are on commentary for that race, so I think that'd be a good place to go. But before we go there, I do want to point out that we have, looks like 4 more races tomorrow, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern. Ryguy 3745 versus Sparkover. And FearonBurgundy, you're going to be on the call for that race. That's on RPG Limit Break.
Yeah, Ryguy and Sparkover are two good friends, and I figure I have to remain neutral because I like both of them.
There you go. 8 p.m. Eastern, we've got Diabetes the Second and Edge Stream, and Seawolf, looks like you're on the commentary for that one. It's going to be on one of the speed gaming networks. We don't know which one just yet, so please make sure you're checking the schedule to find out exactly where that is going to be. And then we have got the man, the myth, the legend, one of the man, the myth, the legends, as it were, Ness Cardinality and Braxis Muse. That's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern on one of the Randomania networks. And then to wrap it up, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, DK9146 versus Z-Man. And that's going to be on one of the Speed Gaming family networks. Archfield Monk and Ali Jabrap will be doing comms for that one. A lot of exciting action going on tomorrow night.
In the first 3 weeks of the big flurry of races, because everyone's still around. Week 4 will slow down a bit because we'll have some eliminations, probably myself included. But we'll have some more detailed focus on those races later on. We'll get to that when we can.
I have no other questions for either one of you, so any final thoughts before we wrap it up?
As usual, thank you too for commentary and everybody on staff doing restreaming and tracking and all that other fun stuff that makes it so everybody here can enjoy these awesome races. Looking forward to my next race against High Spirits. We both in our prediction brackets predicted the other would win this matchup. So one of us is going to be wrong. Let's see who it is.
And I've probably already said plenty, but I feel that it would be improper if I didn't thank everybody behind the scenes here. As being a commentator, as long as I have, I understand the effort that is put in to be able to put on these programs for you here among the various networks, the Random Mania networks here. So yeah, thank you to Seawolf and Cards Fan. Thank you to Cyberdark. I believe CD Improv was part of the mix as well, as there was a little bit of a last-minute behind-the-scenes shuffle, but again, I've already said too much. So I'm going to head on out of here and enjoy what's left of my birthday, have a little bit of bubbly, drown in my sorrows, and thank you all and good night.
All right, that's going to wrap things up here on Randomania. For everybody here on Randomania, please make sure you give our runners a follow, Tristal and FearonBurgundy. For my commentator partner, the Seawolf1, make sure you give him a follow as well. He's in the tournament. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23. Good night.